Welcome to a very realistic week of knitting. Oh. I just cut my finger with this yarn due to rug burn, I guess. So I'm winding this yarn by hand instead of using my yarn winder because this is 100% linen yarn, and I just find that linen yarn works better when it's rolled into a ball, because every time I've wound it into a cake, it ends up just getting into a bunch of knots because it doesn't stay in the cake, and then I end up having to spend a lot of time detangling the knots, and in the end I always end up winding it into a ball anyway, so I'm just saving myself the trouble and winding it into a ball now. But ooh, now I'm getting rug burn on my other finger. Ooh. Isn't this such a nice shade of yellow? It's very summery, and it's linen, which also makes it very summery. I'm gonna cast on a new project with this yarn. I'm gonna use 6mm needles. I'm gonna put this away. I don't really feel like filming myself today, but I have committed to this video, so I'm gonna film. And I'm gonna start by showing you where I'm at with my new cast on. So this is actually my second attempt at this top, because after casting it on yesterday, I made it about this far in the project before realizing that I made some mistakes, which left me with no choice but to take apart my first attempt. I did not film any of that process because it was later in the day yesterday and I was feeling very discouraged. But I have made it back to where I was before taking things apart, and now I'm going to spend the rest of the day knitting, and we're going to see how far I can get today. It is, I do not have my phone. I believe it's close to 2 p.m. and I don't really have anything else going on today, so I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day knitting. So I'm probably gonna make some good progress on this top. Ooh, this is a top, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. This is gonna be a very open knit, lacy looking compound raglan tee. This project is causing me so much trouble, and I only just started it. So like I mentioned, this is my second attempt at starting this top, and now I have to take it apart again and restart it for a third time because my neckline is too big. So with this yarn being 100% linen, it lacks a lot of stretch. So if I just cast on normally, it ends up being too small to the point that I can't get it over my head. So in order to fix that, I just cast on loosely, and that's what I did. And I think I overcorrected and cast on way too loose, making it too big. I don't think a bigger neckline would look bad. It's more so that it's gonna roll because of how loose the neckline is compared to the rest of the top. So you can kind of already see it in the back here, but I mean, if I stretch it out, it's fine, but it's not gonna stretch out like this because the neckline is bigger than the stitches that come immediately afterwards. So anyway, I'm gonna take this apart now and start again. This is all that I have left, and before I take it completely apart, I'm gonna try it on to see what the neckline looks like. Because I actually didn't even try it on to determine whether it was too big. I just determined that it was too big based on how it was rolling a little bit. It's definitely rolling from how loose the cast-on stitches are. Yeah. Taking this apart was the right decision, I think. So far this week has not been the greatest, but it's only Wednesday, so I'm gonna try and turn things around today. And I'm gonna start by going to a coffee shop to get an iced coffee because I feel like that will make everything better. Or honestly, it might be the walk to the coffee shop that will make everything better because I think I just need to get some fresh air and some exercise because I haven't left the house in 2 days, which isn't bad. But I think it's starting to get to me. I want to go for a longer walk, but it's so hot outside. Ooh. It's very hot outside. I did not expect it to be that hot. I feel like we've had several really hot days recently, and I thought that today was gonna be a little less hot than the past few days, but it didn't feel that way. But probably didn't help that I was walking and building up a sweat. But I got my iced coffee and it's delicious. I wanted to go outside to knit for a little bit, but there's no way I'm doing that right now. It's way too hot. So I'm gonna knit inside for a little bit and then I might go outside later. I feel like once I cool down in the AC, I'll be able to go outside. I just love knitting outside. I feel like it's so much better than knitting inside, but I can't do that when it's so hot. I guess I can show you where I'm at in this project. So this is what it's looking like now. I feel like the past 2 days I've just shown you the same thing because I keep making it this far and then taking it apart. But I think it's gonna work this time. I don't think I'm gonna be taking this apart. Yesterday, I did not have a great time with this project. I felt super discouraged and I came very close to abandoning this project completely. But after taking like a 2-hour break from it, I revisited this project and decided to give it another chance, and now it seems to be working out. The thing that I was having a really hard time with was the neckline because I kept making it either too tight or too loose based on how I cast on the stitches. I couldn't seem to get it just right and it was driving me a little crazy. But now I think we're okay. If anything, it might be slightly too tight, but as long as it fits over my head, it'll be fine. That's all I care about. Ooh, I don't really have anything interesting to show you today because I didn't make a lot of progress on the yellow top. And I can't go knit outside. Usually I like to go knit outside because I can get some nice shots of like the nature and everything. But it is very smoky outside right now because of the wildfires. That's the sun.
No.
Well, yeah. So I can't go out there. So I'm just gonna spend the day knitting inside. Well, whatever is left of the day, because I just finished work and it is 6 p.m. Did not realize it was that late. I do have something somewhat interesting to show you, which is a different project from the yellow top that I've been working on. So this is a project that I worked on in a different video that I spent a lot of time working on, but then I messed up and took a very long break from working on it. So this is the project. So this is a compound raglan tee, and it's gonna look very similar to the tee that I'm wearing right now. I love this tee so much. I wear it all the time, and I've tried recreating it several times, but I never seem to get it as good as I got it this first time. And I've had a hard time recreating it because I did not follow a pattern for this top. I freehanded it. I didn't even self-draft my own pattern. I just kind of knit a random raglan top. And this is actually also a compound raglan, but I don't really know what I did. I could analyze what I did and look at, you know, the stitches and everything and try to recreate it, but I could just do that. But I'm convinced that I can do this even better. So that's why I don't want to recreate this exactly. I like the shape of it. I just don't like how high the neckline is and the way that the fabric bunches up in the armpits a little bit. So those are some things that I want to change about this top. So that's why I don't want to recreate it exactly. So basically I'm trying to do something very similar with this top, but this time around I self-drafted a pattern and hopefully it works out, because my first attempt at doing this did not work out. I will link the video if you want to see me fail. Gosh, I feel so unmotivated today because of how gloomy it is outside, and I don't like to be indoors. I feel so, I don't know, the lighting's not great in here. I mean, in my room it's nice, but my room's very messy, so I can't hang out in here. And downstairs is kind of dark, especially because it's not very sunny right now. So yeah, I just feel a little unmotivated. But I feel motivated to knit. I just don't feel very motivated to film because nothing looks very nice. And the lighting's kind of weird everywhere but this spot right here. I should be cleaning my room today, but I don't wanna do it. Ooh, gosh, it's so messy. Anyway, I'm back to working on this yellow top, and I have made a lot of progress since I showed it to you last. So let me show you. Oopsies. So I'm just a few rounds away from finishing the yoke of the raglan, and then once I finish the yoke, I will separate the sleeves and start working up the body. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well. This project has been working up super quickly because I'm using 6mm needles, and I love that it works up quickly. It just makes the whole process more enjoyable, and I don't feel scared to take things apart because I know I can just work it back up in no time. So whenever I'm trying out a new construction for a garment, I like to work it up with bigger needles because it allows me to experiment with different things without wasting a whole bunch of time. So I'm just gonna continue working on this for the rest of the day. It is 4:15 p.m. and I have some stuff going on today. It's not gonna be another boring day. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop soon with my sister, and then we're gonna go to the mall. I might buy some things, maybe. And then at 10:30 p.m. I'm going to the movies to watch The Odyssey, which is 3 hours, I have just learned. So that's my day, and I'm gonna bring you guys along because I'm excited to have some slightly interesting things to film today. Ooh, the pink top that I was working on yesterday, still going well. Have not made a lot of progress because it's being worked up on 3mm needles. I think I knit 2-3 rounds. No, honestly, probably like 4 or 5 rounds yesterday. And I'm taking a break from that project for now as I continue to work up this one. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the coffee shop now, and I am gonna bring my knitting with me to the coffee shop. Oh, I can hear the cicadas outside and it's so beautiful. So I was thinking it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me to bring this project with me to the coffee shop because I'm just a few rounds away from sectioning off the sleeves, and I don't want to section off the sleeves while at the coffee shop, and I don't want to have nothing to work on at the coffee shop. So instead of bringing this project, I'm gonna bring the pink top project. I don't even know how much knitting I'm gonna get done at the coffee shop because it's even later now. It's been like 30 minutes. Ooh, 45 minutes since I last spoke to you. It is 5 o'clock now. I feel like hanging out at a coffee shop later in the day isn't as fun as earlier in the day, but my sister still wants to go, so we're gonna go. The vibes are still good. I just can't get a coffee now, but I will probably get a matcha. Yours in there, Nods. Wow. Look at those beauties.
I'm probably just drinking milk right now.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely just drinking milk. It's finally okay to be outside. The air quality seems to be okay. So far, so good. It just rained a lot, so I feel like that made things a little bit better. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to knit outside for a little bit. And then I have plans to go to a coffee shop later, so yes. I almost forgot to mention, I have successfully sectioned off the sleeves in my raglan, and now I'm working on the body of the top. So this right here is the body, except it's gonna look a lot bigger than this. Another thing is I've decided to make this a long sleeve top instead of a short sleeve top. I just think this top is gonna look better as a long sleeve. So yeah, that's fun, except for the fact that it's gonna take a lot longer for me to finish this top now, but if it means I'm gonna wear it more, it'll be worth it. Get out of here. No, no. No. Oh, wow, the sun's coming out. It is a very beautiful day today. I think it's like 25 degrees, at least that is the high for the day, and the sun's starting to come out. Yeah, I feel like I can get away with either wearing a cardigan or no cardigan, which is my favorite kind of weather. Anyway, I made zero progress after filming yesterday. So when I told you I was gonna go to a coffee shop to knit for a little bit, and then I think I was planning on knitting the rest of the day, I did no such thing. I did go to a coffee shop, but we didn't stay at the coffee shop. We just went there to go get ourselves some drinks, and then we went to the mall actually. So yeah, and then when I got back, I just spent the rest of the night editing a YouTube video. So this is where I'm at. I'm still at the same spot that I was at yesterday in this project. I only have like 2 rounds knit of the body. And now I'm gonna knit as much as I can before I go hang out with my friends, because I did make some plans later, but I think that's gonna be like way later in the day. I think it's like 1 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna knit outside for as long as possible because it's really nice. Oh, this smells so good. It's starting to get even hotter outside, so I just went to the grocery store and bought some popsicles because I've been wanting this flavor of popsicle for so long now. Gosh, I love these colors. They just feel so summery. I've been super drawn to this color combination. I've actually been on the lookout for yarns in these colors so that I can knit a top that looks like this popsicle. I just love it so much. So I might be hanging out with my friends earlier than planned. So I don't know how much knitting I'm gonna get done today. At some point, we might watch a movie. So if that's the case, then I will try to get some knitting done then. But yeah, this has not been a very productive week of knitting. It may not have been productive, but it has been realistic because not every single week of knitting can be the most productive. My friends just left and it is 9 p.m. So I'm gonna spend the rest of the night knitting before I go to bed. I did not do any knitting while they were here because I was planning on doing a little bit of knitting while we watched a movie, but we didn't watch a movie because we just spent the whole time yapping and getting ice cream, which was delicious. I did knit a lot before my friends came over though, and I'm gonna show you how much progress I made because it was a decent amount. So, ooh, there's people coming. This is where I'm at now. And this is also where I'm gonna end this video because it's the end of Sunday, it's the end of the week. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this week of knitting. Wasn't very productive, but I'm very happy with where I got in this project and I'm feeling very hopeful that it's gonna work out. Okay, bye.